Right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Wednesday, July 24th. It is set today by Pascal. Let's see what Pascal has for us. Copier, first character in school to cheat and first in exam. It sounds like the second half is all wordplay, so copier would be the definition. Is that somebody who imitates, or is it an item that copies? Well, first character in school would be an S, and then maybe we have a word for cheat, and then the first in exam. Well, to crib is to cheat. Oh, and so it's a scribe, I suppose, who would copy down other manuscripts. All right. I suppose NI is Northern Ireland, cartographer will do in confrontation. Oh, well, I wanted to have something to do with County Down, and a showdown would be a confrontation. So a Northern Ireland map maker will show down. I like it. Mark again sees stars being confused, combatant finally knocked out. Well, when I see something again, I think it's going to be a re-word, so re-something. And I think it's going to be an anagram of sees stars, but that's 9 letters, so we remove the final letter of combatant, which is a T. That gives us, my goodness, a lot of S's and a lot of E's. I'm thinking reassess. Yeah, I suppose if you assess somebody's exam paper, you're marking it, so reassess. I think that's it. All right, how about British graduate goes round old city in old country? Well, I think the B we have is for British, and then we're going to have a graduate that goes around. Well, an old city in these crosswords is often U-R. Oh yeah, Burma, the old name for Myanmar. Although it's confusing, I often still hear Burmese as an adjective. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly why we still say Burmese instead of, I don't know what the adjective for Myanmar would be. Anyway, let's try reprimanded for not having bare floorboards. Immediately thinking of carpet, and I know you can call somebody on the carpet if you're going to reprimand them. Can you use carpet as a verb? In which case it would be carpeted. I'm not sure I've ever seen that before, but I can certainly believe it's true. Let's try these downs. Oh my goodness, here's a 13 letter. Appraiser of work. Awfully nice tat. Welcomed by writer. I think appraiser of work is going to be the definition auctioneer or something like that. But I think we're going to anagram nice tat, which is 7 letters, and then that's going to be put inside a 6-letter writer. Oh, could that be author? Oh, yes, I think an authenticator would appraise works of art or historical pieces. So that's a good one. Had to do with red tape, awkwardly, restricting home. I think had to do with would be the definition. I'm thinking pertained. It's going to be an anagram of red tape. Plus, I think in, if you're home, you are in. Yeah, so the anagram restricts or surrounds in. All right, no more after this. You show agreement, having missed nothing. Ooh. I think having missed nothing means we're going to take an O out of a word. Possibly you show agreement could be nod. I wonder if then you remove the O and you get an ND. And then it will mean no more after this. Oh, how about, yes, I think it's the end. So you is the. Now, often they'll put in something to show that it's an archaic form of you. But I think it's just the plus nod to show agreement without the O. All right, it's a pretty good start. I hope I don't jinx myself, but let's see. Thought this person would get caught in the act. Maybe it's maybe thought is the straight definition, but then maybe humorously this person would get caught in the act. Is it something to do with stages, players? Um, no, I don't see it. Let's go back to the crosses. Very happy performing song. Well, we have nearly all the letters, so I'm thinking it's on air. Performing is on, and a song is an air. But does on air mean very happy? I know you say you're walking on air. I'm not sure I've ever seen just on air on its own, meaning to be happy, but I can believe it. How about pray during early hour of prayer, half dead? Well, I know there are all these hours of prayer in the old church calendar or daily rites. Complan, I think, is maybe a later one. So I think we're going to put half of the word dead inside of one of those early hours. There's matins, I think, in that one. But then I think it's going to have to mean pray. Don't quite see it. Nope. Princess's hubby let loose to destroy. Well, I wonder if the princess is Di, and it is apostrophe S, so maybe DIS. And then hubby is often H for husband. Let loose, or maybe it ends with an anagram of let, and it's going to mean to destroy, well, dismantle. And so hubby is man, okay? Woman with gun, princess is holding one. Yes, so of course think of Annie Get Your Gun, Annie Oakley, and it's Princess Anne holding I for one. All right. Across you road, you and I celebrate cabinet member. What's that first word? It has to be was, or maybe Wes. Is there some member of the cabinet, Wes? Something or other. Here's where my knowledge of British politics lets me down. Of course, maybe nothing to do with politics. It could be an actual piece of furniture, cabinet member. But a crossroad. Oh, so you and I is we, and I think that's going to go across a road, like ST maybe, and then celebrate cabinet member. Yeah, I think I'm going to take a quick look and see who is in Keir Starmer's cabinet. It is a cabinet member. I've never heard of him. He is the Secretary of State for Health and Social Care, Wes Streeting. So there's across the road. What's this celebrate? Oh, sing. We sing. It goes across street. Okay. Well, there's a new name to me. I'm sure everyone watching in Britain knows who that is. Let's try and get 10 down. Like a couple suffering together in bohemian state, distraught. So I'm thinking distraught is the definition at the, in the, on the, something like that, but it's going to be like a couple suffering together in what's the bohemian state? Czech Republic. Yeah, I don't see that, I'm afraid. All right, how about enable addict to reform? Healthy food and drink needed. It's 12 letters, which enable addict has, and we have a C and a D. So I think it's going to be an anagram of enable addict and mean healthy food and drink needed. All right, let's try the anagram helper for the first time today. Yeah, what's the 4-letter word going to be? Oh yeah, and I should put in the E there. It has to be CED, surely. Oh, a something diet, I think. Yeah, let me put in an E there. We do have 2 E's, so I think I can do that. Oh, how about a balanced diet? Yes. Ah, yes, there we go. What Oli people have, bitter drug. Well, obviously we're dropping an H in the answer for what Oli people have, which would be halos, and without the H, it's aloes. No, I didn't know aloe was a drug, but I suppose it is. Anyway. Old lover on horrible trip had to pull up. Well, old lover is often X on maybe an anagram of trip. And then I think we're going to have something else maybe for had. And it's going to mean to pull up. Oh, to pull up, I think it might be to correct somebody. What else could, maybe it's just literally pulling something up. There is a word extirpated or something. I'm not too sure of. I'm going to have to look that up. Yes, extirpate means to destroy completely or to pull up by the root. And of course, then had is ate, as in I had my dinner, I ate my dinner. All right, behavior of 4th character, less generous, we hear. Yeah, so the 4th letter of the alphabet is D. So if D is less generous, then D meaner. Oops. Sometimes I type what I'm saying. There we go. Demeanor. There we go. Material concealed by this criminal. I'm thinking it might be a hidden clue. And I think there is a word, a scrim. Is that used in the theater when there's a backdrop? Is that called a scrim? Let me check so I don't mislead you. I always like on the chess channel, Agat Mator's channel, where he says when he goes to check something, I don't want to trick you guys. So I don't want to trick you either. But a scrim is indeed a durable, loosely woven fabric, often used for curtains, or a transparent fabric used in a theater for special effects. All right, let's go back to the Downs. Here we have some lovely letters here. Move to see somewhere else. I'm thinking it's going to be a trans word. Move to see somewhere else. No, my goodness, I should be able to get that, but nothing is coming to me. I may have to go through the alphabet on that one. But moving on, a lab I run badly. I think that's a pretty obvious anagram of a lab I run. As one who should be doubly listening. Well, I think it's obvious it is an anagram, but it's not obvious to me what the definition or what the word is. And what, this, I presume it's a punning or joking one who should be doubly listening. Now let's try the anagram helper. A lab I run. Oh, well, I want to say librarian, but not that. Yeah. No, maybe I'm misreading it. A lab I run, but it must be a lab I run. Oh, binaural, I think. Ah, yes. So it is a sort of obscure word. I only know it because I'm a big Lou Reed fan, and he was very interested in sound, and he got hooked up with some German guy who had invented some special way of recording binaurally, and there were a few of his albums, I think when he was on Arista Records, that were in binaural. And so I think when you listen just on normal stereo, there's a kind of an odd sound to those records. Anyway, that's enough about that. But binaural, I think the trick was to have two microphones positioned where your ears are positioned. So in theory, you should get an even better stereo image, but not sure it really worked in practice. All right, flag in vessel crossing river. I presume it's going to be a flag. Oh, flag, of course, could be a verb to tire. And I think the wordplay is going to be a vessel going around a river. What river? I presume the M is going to be part of the river. Ooh. No, I'm not seeing it. All right. Managed to perform music initially disorganized. Well, managed, I often think of ran. I think that comes up quite a lot in the crossword. To perform would be to do, and then music initially is M, and if something is random, it's disorganized. All right, yesteryear's traitor, not popular. Oh, yeah, is it an old-fashioned word for a traitor that also means not popular? Yesteryear could be former, but oh, yeah, so I was just thinking not popular is usually in, or sorry, popular is in, and not popular here is telling us to remove in from informer, which I suppose is one kind of a traitor, and you get former. Oh my goodness. I may as well do the last down. Go wrong again with sticky stuff. Again with the again, I think it's going to be a re something. Oh yes, but here it's as a joke to re-sin, but the definition is actually resin for sticky stuff. All right, manuscript, which would be MS, containing silver edges. Yeah, edges, I'm wondering if it's something to do with margins, marginal, but I really want it to be MS for manuscript, but yeah, silver is AU, right? Oh, but what's the heraldic form of silver? Let me look that up. Ah, well, I should have known that silver is argent, also the name of a guy, Rod Argent, right? And so if you put argent in between MS, you get margins, not a word I know, but apparently it can mean to enter notes in the margin of a book, or it can mean a margin or an edge. So there we go. I learned something new again. All right, natural weapon of mammal, insect left with little hesitation. All right, so the definition is a natural weapon of a mammal. An insect here is an ant, left is L, and hesitation is All right, now our flag. Oh, a streamer definitely would be a flag. Should have thought of that. I had to get the M to see it. The vessel is a steamer, and river is simply the abbreviation R. All right. Now our move to see somewhere else. I'm thinking it's translate. Now, I think in mathematics, if you translate, a shape, you're just moving it on the plane. But then I don't get the to see somewhere else, other than, translating from one language to another. Yeah, I don't get that. I'm going to go ahead and use the check this. It is correct, but I don't follow it. All right. Looks like we have almost all of the left half and the bottom half. We just need to get this 10 down. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's something like at the same, in the same. So maybe the definition is like a couple suffering together. Oh, in the same boat. If you're suffering with someone, you'd say we're in the same boat. Oh, I think it's an anagram of Bohemian State. Oh, that's clever. Distraught, of course, I should have realized was not the definition, but an anagram indicator. All right, just two left. This has been very straightforward, so thank you to Pascal for that. Here's our pray. Pray. Intercede, I think, could be to pray. Well, I think you pray to God to intercede. I don't know. Maybe it's the same thing. Anyway, during early hour of prayer, will we finish with our half dead? Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't fully understand that one, so we'll have to look at 15 squared, see why that might be right. How about oh yeah, we just have two D's after the D. Thought this person would get caught in the act. Yeah, I'm going to pause and think about that one. Of course, it's deemed. So, thought, if you thought something, you deemed it. This person is me, who is getting caught in a deed or an act. So that's another clever one. I've enjoyed this, I have to say, not just because it's been fairly straightforward. Let's check all and make sure I didn't make any slip-ups. No, it looks like everything is there, so let's head on over to 15 squared. All right, the blog is by Menehi, fun and tricky in parts. Let's see, scribe, yeah, carpeted. Yeah, walking on air, floating on air. Yeah, intercede. Terce is one of those early hours of prayer with half of dead inside it. Yeah, in the mid-morning. Okay, so I need to look up all of those hours of prayer, maybe memorize them. And then everything else I think I followed fairly well. Just looking to see if there's anything I messed up. Oh yeah, I don't think I mentioned in Burma the MA was the graduate. Oh, translate. Yeah, so can mean to move a cleric from one ecclesiastical office to another. Ah, all right. I did not get that. So, yeah, good. I caught that there. Surprisingly straightforward. Oh, there's an earworm. I wonder what song that could be. Oh, it might be Rod Argent, I would guess. Hold Your Head High. Was that one of his? With the band Argent. Seems increasingly we don't have indicators for archaic terms. Yeah, but that might be nice, all right. Oh, Pascal at that time was the editor of the Church Times. Oh, that's good to know, maybe to keep that in mind as I'm getting to learn all the different setters and their little quirks and common themes. All right, well, I'm very thankful to have a quick one today, finished within 30 minutes, which is always nice, very rare, but very nice. All right, thank you as always for watching, and have a wonderful day.